Hello and welcome back to episode 18 of My Life in Football Manager. And today we were meant to have the game against Leamington, but the game has decided that we had a waterlogged pitch, and hopefully we're going to get the chance for some poetic justice. The replacement fixture is the FA Trophy third round replay that we have against Hartlepool, who, if you remember, opted to not appoint us as their manager before we took the Telford job. But if I go to the schedule, you'll see it's not the first time, not the second time, not even the third time. It's going to be the fourth time we've played Hartlepool now. We got them in the FA Cup second round because I'm not sure how we absolutely destroyed Bradford when we met them in the first round. Then we went on a winning run. We beat South Shields, Boston, which took us extra time, Chester, and then we drew 0-0 against Hartlepool in the second round of the FA Cup. Beat Lowestoft, drew Nuneaton at 0-0. So 2 games there we struggled for goals. We lost then to Hartlepool on penalties in the replay. And then we drew 2-2 in this previous fixture. And I think it was the Lowestoft game, or it may be the one after in Nuneaton Borough. Ruben Davies did pick up an injury, and he was meant to be out for 8 weeks. Fortunately, he's back, but we do have another striker that's come in to provide some competition and also some injury cover, and that is in the shape of San Nom, and can also play on either wing, which is going to be useful for us. But he's come in from MK Dons, was released in the summer, and not a proven goal scorer, but hopefully he can do a job within the squad. Also in other news, Lamina Toure is a player that was here on loan last year. I opted not to extend his contract, and I think justifiably so, because we've had a reasonable defence. But with him coming back in, this is a signing that I think is going to be a replacement for Jay Williams. You can see he's wanted by a fair few clubs. He was unhappy we didn't sell him in the summertime. We did manage to keep hold of him, but he's had a bit of a drop off in form. He's not playing terribly, but Lamina Toure can step straight into that void that Jay Williams will then leave behind him. And in other news, if I just move across to the league table, that's now looking like this. We've got 3 games in hand on Kidderminster, who are top of the league. We are 6 points behind them, but should we win all 3 games, we go just at top of the league. First time we'll have held that position, but we won't hold our breath on doing that. But enough of that, we'll move on to the Hartlepool game, so I'll be back with you in a moment. So this is the team that will be starting against Hartlepool. Goodman, ever present, starting in goal. The Williams contingent at the back. Lowy at left fullback. Wood and Francis making up the midfield. Verma, Sochak and Philogene Bedes in the attacking midfield roles. And new boy starts up front. And if you're wondering where Sam Skeffington is, he's currently suspended for this game, so he'll be missing out, unfortunately. And Ruben Davies just about fit enough to make the bench. And also Joy Verma not fully fit, just recovering again from a knock. He's quite the infuriating player actually. He's normally out injured. Normally when he is playing very well, but just far too injury prone to be getting a good string of games under his belt. But we come into the game against Hartlepool for the 4th time now in probably about 2 weeks at this point. And looking to put things right, hopefully we can get at least 1 win over them and have some sense of justice. They've knocked us out of 1 cup. They didn't appoint me as manager, so hopefully a win here will right a few wrongs that have been going for us. But we tried to build an attack. It's lumped clear by them. Williams, all 3 Williams getting a touch of the ball actually there. Nom heads it down well to Philogene Bedes, who's just recovered from an injury himself actually. He's been a good player. And as you can see there, getting forward, coming in from that left hand side. Looks lively, but again, much like the other winger, has just spent a bit too much time on the sidelines, unfortunately. But there he is again. Sochak nods it down to Verma this time, across to Bedes, tries to apply the finish and really should be doing better there. 1-on-1 with the keeper and no defenders around him, should have scored. Sochak with the corner, Williams heads, and it's a good save from the Hartlepool keeper. But it's a good start. First half an hour, we've not allowed them any chances, so looking very positive, and we are at home, so fingers crossed. But long ball into the box there from the throw-in, it's just gathered up by the keeper, it comes to nothing. And Theo Williams this time misses a header. Luther Williams is there to cover him. Cross still comes in, lower head's clear. Can we get a counter? No. It stopped at the first time of asking. And Hartlepool recover the ball and work it into the box. Ooh, that was close. Goodman not quite quick enough off his line. But that man that's been the ace in the hole, Luther Williams, managing to defend, and he's there again, heading clear from the corner. Hartlepool starting to come back into this game now. This time it's Jay Williams getting the ball clear, but we can't build anything from the clearance. And as we approach half time, it's been a positive first half. I'd like to see a bit more in the way of creative freedom going forward. So we might look to include that at half time. So we'll go into the dressing room, tell the boys that they are doing well, and that's motivated all of them. We'll give it 5-10 minutes into this second half, see how things are going. It looks to be much as the first half was, so we'll just hold it there at 55 minutes, come into the tactics and ask for a bit more expression of creativity. I think with that also we will change Souček to an advanced playmaker. I think Hartlepool are still playing I've never actually checked, but they were playing an anchor man before, and he was very much marking Souček out of the game. It looks to be the same again, so we can just get him moving around a bit more. Hopefully he can get into some positions. He's going to have the opportunity to cross in. Far post, Firma heads it straight across goal. How's that stayed out? And we try to work it back into the box, but it comes to nothing. It's cleared, and Wood picks up the clearance. And just over the hour mark now, and it's all us. So I'm going to up the mentality to attacking, see if we can get a few more overloads going on, and we will come into the tactics and make some more substitutions. Where I'm going to look to change the wingers up after praising them earlier on in the video. They've not really turned up today, so I think Nom can come out wide onto the right. Davies can come on for Verma, and Salam can come on this left hand side, play as attacking winger. And we'll leave it there for now, and that gives us one more should we need it in the next couple of minutes. Williams is tiring and on a yellow card, so might just make that change and bring Traore on for the last 10 minutes as well. 10 minutes left on the clock. Hartlepool starting with the ball. Wood picks it up. Nods down to Francis, who I'm not sure who he's looking for there, but Hartlepool work it back and then forward into their striker. Not really much in the way of challenges coming from us, which is a little bit disappointing and starting to creep into our game from what I've noticed over the last couple of episodes. So a big looping header from Hartlepool thankfully goes over the bar. And we're going to start an attack here from Goodman. Long ball out wide, looking for Nom. Can he get the flick on? He does get a flick on. Finds Souček. Fallen back to Nom. Threads in Davies, looking for the bottom corner. And a good save from the Hartlepool keeper. And this has been a lot more positive than we've had against them in the last couple of games. We've got the opportunity here from a corner. Torre can't get there. And it's headed away. And I think that's going to be it for the full 90 minutes. We're going to go to extra time. And we will continue to praise the team. They are doing well. We've got to remember that Hartlepool are a division above. I know the gap isn't huge between these two divisions, but ultimately they are a division above. They are also a professional team. We are still semi-professional. I think looking at this final substitution, I'm just going to change Wood and Edwards. And no point getting a man sent off in this last 15 minutes or so. So keep things fresh in there. And one last shout of encouragement. I think players at this point are just too tired. As you can see, Souček completely running on empty. And it's going to be yet again penalties against Hartlepool, who punished us in the first lot of penalties. that we had against them, so we've got to pick ourselves up and go again. And I think these 4 are going to be my penalty takers. I think we'll add Williams into it as well. Not great penalty taker, much like most of the rest of the others, but he's calm and composed, so he can take the 5th penalty. And pump our fists, we should be winning the shootout. Hopefully we'll spur them on. But we go into penalties now. Hartlepool are going to step up first. And it's hit wide. We've got an early opportunity here to take the lead. Nom first up for us. Straight down the middle, and the keeper reads it, doesn't move. And it's 0-0 after the first round. This time Hartlepool do tuck it into the bottom corner, take the lead. And we've got Sobchak now, who we've seen miss penalties before. Hopefully he can come good this time. Run up, blasts it, no chance for the keeper. 1-1. Hartlepool up to take again. That's a good penalty, no chance for Goodman. And it's Ruben Davies, he's scored a fair few penalties this season. He's a player you'd bank on to score, and he does. 2-2. And this is getting tense. This is getting very tense. We've already lost one lot of penalties to them. They just take the lead 3-2. Goodman can't stop that one. Salam now, one of our better penalty takers, runs up. And it's a poor penalty and the keeper saves it. And we've just given them the chance to knock us out of 2 competitions now. And hopefully it doesn't end like this. I was hoping for some kind of justice. Where it's going to be Carson and Goodman. We need Goodman to make a save. He can't make the save, and Hartlepool yet again beat us on penalties. And look at that expected goals. We should have won that game. But positively, the players at the back had a good game, and we kept a clean sheet. So it's not all bad news. Time to go into the dressing room, and I think we're going to go with the assistant. Most of the players have agreed with that. Wood has been demotivated, but first they turn me down, and then they go and knock us out of 2 competitions. Hartlepool. But if we come and have a look at the competitions, we were expected to make the first round of the FA Cup. We were knocked out in the second round. We were expected to get to the second round of the FA Trophy, and we were knocked out in the third round. Interestingly enough, hovering over the performance, board are not entirely convinced with that, which is a bit strange. But I think what I'll do now, if we come to the schedule, we'll move on. And I know the Vanarama National League doesn't have a transfer window, but with a few Football League clubs waiting in the wings for our players, I think the game I'm going to come back for is Altrincham away, which, if I remember rightly, they beat us before. Yes, when they came to our place, they beat us 1-0, so that should be an interesting game to come back for. Get a good chunk of league games to see how that's starting to unfold. So we'll wrap this up there. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more of my life in Football Manager. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.